How's it going, guys? Closing off 2012 with a battle I had against Joey, and I think this was from a stream probably like a week or two ago, something like that. I didn't know he was trying out a Sun team or was going to use a Sun team on me. I just asked for standard match and decided to bring some stuff. I mean, like, half of my party is Yu, I think. Yeah, a pretty decent chunk of it is Yu, and it was like, okay, well, you know what, he's got an RU on here, he's got an NU on here, I can't really complain. They just go on the team very nicely. But there is an MVP in this battle. You are definitely going to see it in a little bit, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So, he's going to lead off with his Victini, you know, his Scarfer, the blah, blah, blah. I decided to lead off with my Infernape, and I know from prior experience that I can Oko and Ninetales with close combat, but that's not the lead I was expecting. So I'm going to go into my ARCANINE to take any one of Victini's hits just fine, especially because the sun isn't up. I can take V-Create's Dandy if he wants to go for a U-turn. It's not going to do anything. As you can see, Zen Headbutt probably not going to do that much either. And then the other thing he could hit me with is Bolt Strike, but I don't see him as the type to go for a Bolt Strike like right there. That's kind of silly. Or whatever his fourth move happened to be, it probably wasn't going to hit Arcanine too hard. Now here, he fucks up because when you see me running an Arcanine, you kill it. You kill it right now. The main reason for him not wanting to go for Stone Edge instead was, you know, predicting a switch into Jirachi or probably into Crocodile, that kind of thing. But the problem is I'm actually able to live a band in close combat. I know from personal experience against, or prior experience against Heracross, that I can definitely take a band in close combat and burn it, especially if it is a Moxie Cross. It does great in Yu. As you can see, it did pretty damn good in Standard right here. But I'm going to be able to go into my Salamence here. This is a special one, and he immediately picked up on the fact. I don't know how he did it. It could have just been, oh, me having like a bulky, you know, Wishments or something like that, but nope, he was like, based on the damage, blah blah blah, you took it, you're fucking special. I was like, Joey, no I'm not. And then it turns out I hit him with a Hydro Pump, which is really not going to do that much, but still, the fact that he picked up on it right off the bat, how do you even... I don't, but whatever. So, I think that's a Life Orb, man. I should probably go back to Specs and have a little bit more of a damage output, but I decided to try Life Orb for this match. It doesn't have a damage output I'd like, but that's okay, I guess. But he's going to go ahead and double switch back out into his Terrakion. I know because I am banded Iron Fist boosted Mach Punch, and Terrakion is not at full HP. I don't know how much it would have done, but I'm pretty sure I can take him out from that range anyway, and that is one big-ass threat out of the way. So, Victini's going to come in. I know because I'm locked in on a Mach Punch. I don't want to risk any of that shit. Decide to go into my Salamence to get the Intimidate off and to take the V-Create, which I know is Sun boosted, but I still should be able to take it reasonably well. And I don't think he wants to actually risk a Speed Tie right here if he does happen to be Jolly and blah, 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 blah. So I think he's going to switch out on this turn, decide to go into his Donphan as I go for the Draco Meter, because he knows that because I don't have Rocks up. And, well, because I don't have Rocks up, he has his Sturdy, therefore he can take any one of my hits because of that, and then just take me out on the next turn with an Ice Shard. If he does have it, I think, I don't remember, but go for the Draco. I know some haven't been carrying Ice Shard in favor of Head Smash, which I guess is kind of cool, but I think that's actually what happened here now that I talk about it. I just end up taking him out with that, and then I just end up dying to Life Orb Recoil. If I had 2 more HP, probably would have been able here to take 1 hit and then just kind of go from there. But instead, I go into my Jirachi, which is my Scarfer, and I think this is actually an Adamant Jirachi, which is the only reason I actually know that would explain why I should have switched out, but because I thought I was a Jolly Scarfer, I stayed in and, you know, risking the Speed Tie, going for the U-turn, that kind of shit. Turns out I just end up losing this thing right off the bat, and then I make stupid play number 2 immediately after. Actually, no, it wasn't this yet. I go into my Blastoise, which is fine. What happened here? I thought he was going to want to switch out right here. So this is my stupid play. I leave this thing in, and it turns out he's just going to stay in and go for V-Create anyways, which honestly fucking blew my mind. I did not know why he did that, you know, despite me having a Blastoise right there on the field that would have scalded him. You know, being at -2 special defense and whatnot. It was Sun reduced, but I figured I would get a safe switch into Crocodile and just be able to get the drop on whatever. That's a banded one, but fuck, man, he got me on that one. He sure got me. So, I'm going to be able to heal all of this off because Morning Sun actually gets boosted in the sunlight. It makes sense that it does, but I'm going to be able to get all the way back up to full, if not back up to full. I don't remember. I'm watching that HP number go. Oh, look at that. It goes all the way up. I think it heals like 66% or 75% of my HP in the sunlight. And because there's no weather war going on and it is favorable weather, he's gonna have a little bit of trouble taking this ARCANINE down. But I go for Morning Sun, get my HP all the way back up. And this thing is a freaking miracle worker. But I decide to stay in and keep chipping away at him with Flamethrower because was I seeing? Oh, I get a crit here. Not that. I think it mattered because he had Pain Split, if I'm not mistaken. But I do have a Infernape still lying in the wings, so I could have just switched out to that. Kind of sucks, but hey, he's the one that embraces the hack, so whatever. This is a recurring theme. ARCANINE versus Victini. Him fishing right there. That was fucking hilarious. You know, I got a crit on him. He missed the Zen Headbutt with Victini. We'll do the math in the description or whatever. This is just kind of actually, we'll fucking do it right now because we're watching this. Zen Headbutt has 90% base accuracy. Victini has an ability that boosts accuracy by 10%. So 90 plus 10% of 90 is 9. 99% chance to hit. And he fucks it up. Way to go. But I'm going to go back out into my Blastoise now that I've decided that this is kind of stupid. But I think I'm going to be able to just go for the Scald, if I'm not mistaken. Or no. I was going to say I went for the Scald, but that would be a little too obvious. I know he still has a Victory Bell, and I believe I predict this and end up going for the Ice Beam. It doesn't do as much as I had hoped it would, especially because he's going to be able to heal off the rest of it. It does do a pretty sizable chunk, but I'm still in danger of taking a Giga Drain or Solar Beam, what the hell ever he wants to go for. And it turns out that I think I live this Giga Drain, which kind of surprised me because I think this is Life Orb boosted and everything. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I just get to go for another Ice Beam, I think, immediately after this. And because of the fact that I didn't go for Scald, I don't have a burn, but I think just going for 2 Ice Beams straight out would have helped me out a lot more. Turns out I get another crit here. Not that it's really going to end up mattering too much unless his Victory Bell has HP Rock, which I don't think we even ended up talking about. Plus my Infernape still has Mach Punch, so I could easily come in and clean up from there. So he's going to take me out with the Zen Headbutt. From here, that's fine. I honestly don't mind because I still have ARCANINE at full HP. And you know, the rest of my pokes are just fucking dying off. But because he gave me the Sunlight, this ARCANINE is actually going to be able to put in a very good amount of work shortly. The one thing stopping me, however, is Slowking. I do have something to kind of hit Slowking with, kind of, sort of, but the thing that I do have to hit Slowking with is HP Grass, and, you know, Slowking being very specially defensive. I'm not sure how well that's going to work out. I do have an Infernape, as I've mentioned like 90,000 times, and I do have the Thunder Punch, so I'm kind of wondering how much it's going to do. As long as I can get Victini taken care of with ARCANINE, I can maybe take on Slowking with Infernape, assuming that I have a little bit of damage on it beforehand, but this is what it comes down to. It comes down to whether or not he can take me out. He gets a crit flinch right there, which honestly kind of scares me. And he doesn't flinch me on that one, which is great, which means I'm going to be able to heal all the way back up. And Joey, if you know Joey, you know Joey in Skype calls likes to talk a lot of shit about the next move he's going to make. Now, this is relevant because all the while we're doing this on stream, he's wondering whether or not he's going to get flinches, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm busy healing all the way back up to full, and whenever I can, I'm just hitting with a Flamethrower. It's not doing much, but I am able to recover a pretty large portion of my HP back. And, you know, for only having 30% flinches, he's getting them, like, I'm not going to say one after the other, but he is getting them to the point where it's definitely scaring me. But get to go for another one right here, and I believe it's at the point in time where he asks, how many Morning Suns do I have left? Naturally, you know, you can lie about what you say and no one really gives a shit. I'm not preventing him from running, but I told him I had 3. And he decides, okay, you know what? I can't face up against this thing. And he just ends up running from there. Turns out I only had 1 left immediately after that point. I would have been able to take him out. But it's an interesting theory thing we had going on immediately after the match because I could have burned the Slowking, gotten to the point where HP Grasses and burn damage would have left it to the point where maybe Infernape would have been able to take it out with a Thunder Punch. I'm not sure whether or not he had Psyshock, but if he only had, or Psyshock or Psychic, whatever, but if he did, then, you know, the match would have gone in his favor had he kept going on it. But hey, you know, if you don't want to miscount, use a calculator. So anyway, that's going to do it for today's battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you are more than welcome to leave a like rating, comment, and subscribe, and do your thing. And I think that'll do it out of me. So I will see you guys next year, aka tomorrow. If any of you are planning on going out and partying, please be safe. I know that there is like gonna be a lot of drinking and stuff going on, so make sure you have a designated driver, or you know, just call a cab, something like that. I don't want to have to not hear from any of you guys tomorrow, so that is one thing that's always scared me. So have fun, be safe, do all that stuff, and catch you guys next year.